Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is August 27th, by the way, 2026, and we are looking at the economic calendar for today. So what do we have here in the economic calendar? One high important data release, which is initial jobless claim, scheduled for release at 2:30. The market participants expect an increase, but very slight increase from 206,000 claims to 208,000 claims, and that's about the high important data releases for the first day. So without any further ado, let's switch to the charts and we start with euro dollar. Slowly but surely the euro dollar is moving lower after potential local double top at 1.1711 has been made. We just tested that yesterday's technical support 1.1652 and we made a local low at 1.1643, so not even 9 pips away from the yesterday low. For now, the current situation might look quite interesting, because if we bounce from the level of 1.1621, which is roughly around 25 pips away, no, maybe 30 pips away from the current location, then the momentum can go even lower from the extremely overbought conditions towards the extremely oversold or very, very close. And then we are ready to move higher. Please notice the current situation that we've been following. Okay, so the current pattern here using one line is that we are having plenty of the opportunities to basically let me just move it to do this. This kind of a behavior has been spotted here, right? So you have the movement to the upside, you have the, of course, a trend line, and trend line is violated. Okay, so that's the second example. Third example, very, very steep, nevertheless still working. You got this situation, and then breakout to the upside. The same is here, the same is here. Let me just apply one more, because the newest one. So you got, for example, that high, and now what you are doing is you just place your trend line here. So we are trading below the trend line, and this pattern has been working, right? Pullback, breakout, pullback, breakout, pullback, breakout, pullback. What's next? If history repeats, and that's the base of the technical analysis, the next movement should be to the upside after the orange trend line is violated. Cable. For our time frame chart of the cable is showing us a breakout to the downside, as the market wants to test the last level here, 1.3559, possibly 1.3572. So after getting rejected from the important technical resistance, which is why this line is the thickest line. And its color is red because it's resistance, so it's like 1.3660. Let me just place a little bit more, let's say, information here on this chart. So what do we have here? Is this? Oh, is this line? Where's my line? Yep, this is the line, and that's the swing high. That's the extreme. Okay, and there is one more that we need to apply here. And this is that line here. There you go. This is the technical support. All right, so we will most likely test one of the other line here sooner or later, as the market keeps moving lower with the good, strong momentum. US dollar versus the Japanese yen keeps trying to move higher, so it looks like, but slowly, but judging by the current price action, slowly but surely, this situation here might be quite bullish, because as you can see, this is the pattern we are apparently repeating, right? So we got this movement to the downside. And then for a few months we got movement to the upside. We got this intervention and movement to the upside. So we are still moving up. Nevertheless, the market is waiting to test the zone between 160 161. Gold is testing the technical support at 4,600 as expected after exactly the same situation that we got last time has been produced. So we got 19% movement to the upside, 90% movement to the upside. So those connectors, those pullbacks are equal in the market according to the market geometry. Now we are waiting what will happen here in the nearest future. Now let me just show you guys this daily time frame chart. That candle almost a doji, right? So pin bar for sure, almost the long leg doji from the upside, from the downside. This might be even some kind of a haramish, patternish situation here on the top of this very nice rally into the extremely overbought conditions. So as you know, please draw yourself conclusions what can happen here with this kind of a candlestick patterns on a daily. SP500 a daily time frame chart. Oh, my levels are missing. Let me just do this once again. So what do we have here? Let me just zoom out. So that's for sure the situation here. Recent nice movement to the upside. Let me just place the technical supports, the newest ones. Support is definitely located. Let me just grab the line. Definitely located roughly around here. So we got the first one, and that's the support, and this is where we are heading. The second technical support would be somewhere here, which is quite important as well. So as long as we trade above this technical support, the outlook remains bullish. Swing high, all-time high, 7,000. Oh, where's my line? Oh, my line is missing. Okay, 7,000 and there you go, 7,816. And with this kind of the momentum, there is still a chance that we are done with the pullback, and now the market might be ready to move higher on S&P 500. Crude oil. Right, very nice bounce from the technical support, a little bit of the movement back towards the level of 82, 83, 83.28, rejection, and the downside movement resumes. The movement to the upside was technical one because we hit extremely oversold conditions. We went as high as the level of 46, and now we are still back on the level 38. So bears are in charge of the crude oil. We should see lower levels as expected, especially if we break below the level of 80.09 technical support. And last but not least, the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is behaving according to our plan. Not much change here. As I said, after breakout above this supply zone, we test the key short-term and mid-term supply zone here. As you can see, this was on our chart for weeks, if not months. And now we have a first attempt to break above this level. 81,306 is the extreme high. Pull back a little bit, but the market is still ready to move higher, especially if we stay above the level of 50 on the Bitcoin. As long as we stay inside of this area, the outlook remains bullish for the Bitcoin, waiting for the penetration of the big key supply zone. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye-bye.